How is everyone doing? Thank you for coming back to my channel and watching the video. Um, I'm gonna be cleaning this up today, getting this ready to start back running and stuff. So let's jump right into cleaning it up. I figured I was gonna do this. I might as well just make a video instead of doing it off video because at least you guys get an idea of how to clean one of these things when they're in this kind of shape. Like, I'll show you how dirty this is. If you see how dirty this is pretty freaking dirty. And this too, look at this. Look at the air filter. And the whole car is full of dust. And the top of the gas tank and everything. So what I'm gonna do first is try to clean off all this superficial dust, and then go a step further and clean the air filter and stuff. So get right into cleaning this. And this is pretty easy to do. I use regular Windex, pretty much, like basically Windex. And just spray everything with that. Because it kind of gets everything pretty good. You might have to clean up a little bit of debris off your floor or something afterwards. Actually, I might put a rag on the floor now so I can avoid that. There we go. Alright. Yeah, pretty much you just want to get whatever kind of grime off you can, because you don't want any of this stuff getting into your engine and stuff, and it's just not good. The last time I drove this, I went through like 6 tanks of fuel in a row, non-stop driving, and on the last tank that I was driving, I was doing donuts, and as I was doing donuts, the car turned into a runaway, and I let off the gas and the steering, and it just kept going around in a circle over and over again. So I had to grab it off the ground, and it was like shooting rocks in my face and stuff, and it wasn't fun. So you have to keep your hump pack batteries charged all the time. I guess I ran a few too many tanks of fuel through it, and I probably was a little aggressive when I was driving and drained the battery pack out. So I know you can't really do too many tanks on one of these battery packs. So I might try to upgrade to a lipo pack in the future or something like that, maybe. But I just want to get this thing cleaned up and ready to drive again, because it's gonna be getting nice at some point, and I might as well have everything ready to go, start making videos and stuff, because why not? I mean, I search every night just for like RC videos to watch, and there's not a lot of videos to watch. There's almost no videos every day, you know? And if there is, you watch it and that video's over, and then that's it for the whole day. You get like a couple videos from your favorite YouTubers. Maybe you'll get one video from each room each day or something like that. Like maybe you'll get one full video. Maybe somebody will make a short or something like that, but for the most part, you're only getting one video a day from like some of your favorite YouTubers or whatever. And that's all right. If you only have time to make one video a day, that's perfectly fine. But I think if you use your mind, you can figure out stuff to make videos about all day, pretty much, probably, you know? Not all day, but, you know, you get burned out on anything. That's why I stopped making videos for a little while, because I was just like, I just got burned out on it, trying to make a whole bunch at once. So I just want to kind of get this stuff out of here. You can see now it's a lot cleaner than it was. I still have to clean it a little more. I'm going to flip it over and clean the underside too. Probably need a new microfiber in a minute. But right now this is alright. But you guys can see, all you got to do is just pay a little attention. Try to get the dirt out from between the spots and stuff. Try to clean it up, because a clean RC is a happy RC, just like anything else. Try to keep stuff clean. I actually left some kind of fuel in here or something. But I still have a couple like pine needles or something in here. Trying to get them out. Yeah, but I just figured I had to do this anyway, so might as well just make a video about it. So hopefully it's helpful to someone. Now I have most of the dust and everything off of here, and pretty much, I mean, it's about as clean as I can get it without taking the thing totally apart and cleaning it. What I eventually want to do is try to figure out something, a better way to clean it a little better, but without taking it all the way apart, it's kind of hard to clean it really, really, really good. I mean, you could probably power wash it or something like that, but then you got to WD-40 everything because it's going to get rusty. So you have, you know, when I use this stuff, it doesn't seem to rust anything for some reason. So, and all the dirt seems to run down, and then I don't have a ton of this right now, but usually when I have more of this, I could spray a ton of this in there. And I could get all the dirt to run down like one direction. Like just spray this all in here, and all the dirt will run down to the bottom and just like drip out. More of this stuff, so do the best I can with what I got for now. So we'll try to get this all cleaned up nice. And then I want to actually try to get this running, because this has not run in a very long time either, which is probably, I'd say, about a year or something like that since this one ran. Maybe less than that. At least like 10 months. So this has been sitting like 10 months or something. So what we want to do now is we want to take the air filter off of this. If I can get this to come off of here. There we go. So I got to take this apart now and try to get the, I have to get this element off of here and wash it out. And then re-oil it. So I hope the view is alright so far, because I haven't really been checking the view too much. So what I want to do is I got to find an Allen key wrench. There we go. Allen key set over here. I believe it's one of these ones or something like that. Let's see. There we go. So I gotta take this apart, and I just gotta wash this out in the sink for a second, because it has a ton of dust in it. But as you can see, most of the dirt is just in the outside part. The inside part is actually fairly clean. But this part is very dirty, so I'm gonna wash these and this part in the sink real quick. So just give me a second to wash this out, because I don't have a sink in this room. So just give me a second. I'll be right back. How's everyone doing? I hope that I didn't take that long. I got these air filters washed off. Let me get another microfiber towel. If you can see how clean that is now. Like pretty much brand new. So what I want to do is I want to try to get all the water out of this with this microfiber towel here. So what I want to do is I want to absorb all the water out of here. This way there's no water in the air filter at all. It's totally, completely dry. Because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to re-oil it. I have actual oil for the air filter, especially made for this stuff. It's actually one of the only things I actually bought from an actual hobby shop when I first got into the hobby a long time ago. Like, I wouldn't say when I first got into the hobby, but when I got back into the hobby, like 8 years ago when I got back into it, or something like that. Looks pretty good. to me. So I'll put that one to the side. Now I'll try to dry this one up. This one's a little bit thicker, so it's kind of harder to get all the water out of it. So let's try to get all the water out of this. It's gonna be like brand new now. So we got this thing cleaned up pretty good. Now the main thing is I left fuel in there. So these are totally dry now, so just gonna put these to the side for a second. And I'm gonna get the oil out for the air filter. This is the air filter oil. Now usually I have a separate bag to squish this stuff around in, because it kind of, I don't want it all over the container, you know, even though I got the container in a bag, just because the container leaks sometimes. So I don't want it getting all over everything. I want to try to not make a mess if I can with this stuff. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the filters in there. And then I got the oil, which this is hobby grade air filter oil. And it's all covered with air filter oil, so let's just soak it in there. Put this back away. Hand over stuff. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just squish the air filters into this oil and try to absorb all this oil into these air filters. I just dropped something, so there must have been some kind of parts in there or something. Whatever. I thought that was empty, so what can you do? I don't know if you see how like these are starting to even up. So I got another part to something in here too. I feel it. There it is. I think these are clutch springs. There's probably one more in the ground somewhere right here. The third one. I'll probably find it after anyways. Actually, there it is in the bag, the third one. Look at that. Nice brand new clutch springs. Let's see what that bag was. I got silver set of clutch springs for the Losi. So I think they're like, if I'm correct, they're heavier than the stock springs. So you get more RPM on your motor before they engage or something like that. So these are nice and soaked with the fresh oil. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna squish them together real good. Make sure they're nice and even. They look pretty good to me. I mean, this part looks like it could use a little bit more oil, but let's soak it out of this one. All right. That looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna call that good. Get another microfiber towel. Yeah, you should get these microfiber towels by the roll. Like $15 for a whole roll of them. It's a pretty good price. You use them for everything. So now what I want to do is I want to just dry this piece off over here. Dry that off. Dry this off. There we go. Okay, put this back together. Put this in here like that. Let's tighten this back up. I hope the video's alright. I'm just, like I said, there's nothing else to watch, so I figured I'd make a nice video. You guys could learn some how to clean and maintain your air filters and clean and maintain your buggies and stuff. All you really have to do to clean your air filter is you soak your air filter with like a detergent, some kind of detergent, whether it's laundry detergent or dish detergent, and then it pretty much pulls all the dirt right out of it. You wash it out, then you get yourself some of this high grade air filter oil, which you can see I don't have much left. I only have like a quarter of this bottle left because I do a lot of maintenance. I like to keep the stuff like running good, so I don't want to blow the engine up. So what I want to do now is put this air filter back on here. If I can, because this freaking zip tie is kind of getting in the way. There you go. Bitch. Trying to get this zip tie back on there. Yeah, and I don't edit these videos, so whatever happens kind of happens in real time. So I'm not going to edit this out of the video. I just want this stupid thing back on there. You know what? I'm just going to put a new zip tie or something. Go for a bright green, since that one doesn't want to cooperate. I don't want to mangle this freaking filter. Get that old zip tie back on there to save a zip tie. I'm gonna mangle the whole freaking thing. So we'll just put a new one on there. That'll work just fine. Perfect. Now all I have to do is cut that off of there. Alright. So how does that look? Does that look like 1,000 times better than it did? Because I sure think it does. That looks way better than it did. Actually, I want to kind of get this for now. This rag. Wipe this mess up real quick. I got a couple more. Put this right underneath there. There we go. Alright, so what do we gotta do? I'd say let's try to just heat it up, fire it up. I ain't used none of this stuff. I think I might have to adjust something on here because I was running this kind of lean. Because I'm gonna be honest, I was driving it kind of fast, so it might be set up kind of lean right now. This freaking thing doesn't want to go back in right now either. I'm trying to put this body clip back into the air filter. Doesn't seem to want to go back in. Try to turn this thing or something. Really don't got the best light. There we go. Perfect. That was a pain in the ass. Let's see what kind of temperature we got going on here. See what we got in the middle. $221 degrees. Let's check this side. Oh, 251. It's only been, what, a couple minutes. And this battery's been on storage mode, so it's not even fully charged. So what I want to try to do automatically is richen this up a little, because I know that I was beating on it last time I was driving it. And I was driving it very lean because I was trying to drive it fast. So let's try to prime it for a second. Again, this is the old fuel that was in here for 10 months. So let's see what happens. Oh, I see fuel moving. I think it's primed. Let me shut the door real quick. Time to start it up. Here we go. See what happens. It could very well be that this fuel is just no good. It's been in there for 10 months, so. Try to prime it a little more. got nothing. So let me check the plug here a second. This thing has the plug like crazy. Well, we got good glow pluggage, so that's not the problem. This thing holds the glow plug like freaking crazy. All right. Let's try to get some startage going on here, all right? Come on, baby. Maybe I went a little too far with the adjustments or something. Just put them back to the way they was and see what happens. We got nothing. We got nothing, people. So I'm thinking that the gas is no good, and we got to put fresh gas in there. So I'm gonna finish my sparkling water here. And we can fill this with the old gas now, and then we can try this again. This engine is very hot. Freaking engine's still 200 degrees. Steady 200 degrees burning my hand up over here. So let's try to do that. I'm sure all this stuff doesn't want to come off either, because it's never been off of there. So we're gonna help it with the screwdriver. That will come off pretty good. Make sure we got nothing loose going on there. Okay. So I just drained the tank, so we can hook this stuff back up now. Back on there. This back on there. Back on there like that. Okay. Now let's try the other old gas that's been sitting around for 10 months. Let's try this one. Yeah, it should work, right? If it don't, it don't, but let's see what happens. Let's see if we get some primage going on here. Let me open the throttle up so that get primage here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're pretty good and flooded now. But that is fine. I'd rather be flooded than no gas in there. So let's see what happens. Ooh. Guarantee. Oh yeah, how you like them apples? I don't like how high it revved up. Let's see what happens. people of YouTube. She's alive. We brought her back from the dead. After I left her sitting in storage for a while. Let's see what happens. You hear that pinginess? So we need more idle gap. Okay, let's try this again. Turn this back on, keep this nice and hot. I think she's running pretty good. Let me try to lower that idle a little bit. See if we can get that idle a little even better than that. Hold on. Got her back alive. Okay, that's good enough for me. She's back alive. Back to life, baby. Losi 8. You can't kill it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean this cover now, since the rest of this is pretty much good. That's a decent enough tune for me to be able to get it outside and get a really good tune on it. What I want to do now is just get this all cleaned up real nice. So it looks nice. That's what I'm talking about. Got this baby fired up. I said this. I'm gonna keep making videos because there's not enough videos. This freaking antenna just freaking came out on it. Where the hell did this come from? Where is this supposed to go? There we go. I gotta cut that off of there. Give me a second. I gotta get some snips to cut that off of there for a second. Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry it took me so long. I had to use the restroom also at the same time. So there we go. That's cut off of there. Put that in the garbage for later. Alright, so now what we gotta do is we gotta put this away. Put these Allen wrenches away. And I know a lot of people that are in this hobby are into working on these. So, I mean, if you're into the nitro stuff, you're going to be into watching videos on how to tinker on these. Now, hopefully, this video helps somebody that had an RC car sitting around for a while. They go to start it up, and it doesn't start up. You know what steps to take, how to get it going, and everything. So now we got this nice, totally cleaned up Losi 8 ready to put the cover back on it. Now, let's put the cover on it. Try to get this antenna in here without knocking it out of place. It's going. Let's get this cover back on here. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Like Borat said, very nice. That's what Borat said. Okay. Make sure this is at bottom dead center. Always remember to put your engines at bottom dead center if you can remember. So now what we gotta do is, because when the piston cools down, if you have your piston all the way at the top, on these sleeves, on these type of nitro motors, they're tapered at the top, and you'll lose pinch because the sleeve will cool around the piston, and it can't contract all the way. It'll be held in place by the piston, and you'll actually lose a lot of life off of your engine by not paying attention to that one little detail. So that's another thing, which I forget sometimes to do that, to be honest with you. But if you can, try not to forget to do that, because it'll help you in the long run to keep your nitro running better. Like me, just now remembering to do that will keep that nitro running better for longer. Now, if I could remember to do that every time I run it, that'll be great. And I probably can learn to do that. It's just discipline and doing things the way they're supposed to be done. Like tuning and everything else. Like it's like anything else in life. You do it. Practice makes perfect. So that's why I'm making videos, because the more videos I make, the better I'm going to get at making them. And might as well start now making them, just because why not? If I have time to make a video, why not, you know? And like I said, hopefully this helps somebody to know what to do after you have a nitro that's been sitting for a long time, how to get it going again. Which I didn't go through the radio equipment on that, which I had to go through and charge the hump pack up on that. And then every time you run your nitro, you need to charge your hump pack or change your AA batteries, or charge your AA batteries, because you don't want to run away. Like I was lucky, because when this turned into a runaway, it was in my yard and I was able to grab it. But just minutes before that, I was actually driving it through a park area that had people around. And I close all the holes on the inside of these tires so that water doesn't go inside the tires and fill up. And then your tires end up blowing out because they fill up with water. But anyways, just always charge your receiver batteries in your remote batteries, because it's not worth having the thing turn into a runaway because you didn't charge up the batteries, you know? I said it almost turned into a runaway. And it could have been dangerous, but I got lucky. But I don't want to have to get lucky again, so I'm just going to charge up the battery every time I go out. Because what happened was I drove it the night before. I drove like 2 tanks the night before, and I was like, I didn't really drive much on there. The battery should be full. That's like a 16 or 1700 milliamp battery that's in there. So I was thinking, oh, that battery should be full. That'll be freaking fine. There's no way that battery will be empty. Was I wrong? And I'm gonna make another video about the rechargeable AA's, because they're not all the same. Like the Energizers have a higher capacity milliamp wise than different brands, than Duracell and Ryovac. Like I have 3 different types. I tried all 3 different brands trying to figure out which ones are the best, and by far the Energizers are the best, because they have the most milliamps. Like these Energizer batteries right here, let me see where it says 2300 milliamps in this one battery. So think about that. The hump pack in this car is 16 or 1700 milliamps. One of these rechargeable batteries is 2300 milliamps. So if I could put 4 of these in one of these cars, that would be like 8,000 or 9,000 milliamps of battery use, which in theory should be like having 4 of those hump packs. So each of those AA batteries, those Energizer AA batteries, on paper has more milliamps of power than an entire hump pack. So I want to try, I don't know, maybe I'll try an experiment where I'll try to see how long those AA batteries will keep a charge, how many tanks of fuel I can run with 4 of those AA batteries and instead of a hump pack, and then how many tanks of fuel I can run on a hump pack, just to compare and see how much the difference is in the runtime, if it's actually 4 times as much runtime or if it's not actually 4 times as much runtime. So take a look at her now. She looks pretty awesome. I gotta get the vacuum in here now, so we can do one more fire up real quick just to send her off. She should be pretty hot still. I think she's not primed anymore, probably. Let's try to prime her. I don't have none of the radio gear on, so I can't really adjust the throttle with the cover on. There she goes. Being a stubborn bitch. 1 I hope this video helps somebody that is trying to get their nitro back up and running. All the steps you need to do to get it going again, and clean the air filter out, and these are just things you should have around, like extra fuel line and stuff and extra parts just in case. And I always keep like epoxies and tapes and everything just in case, like you never know, like it might help you in a repair or something like that. But yeah, I hope this video really helps you guys out, and I hope you guys come back on the next video, because we're going to be doing more of this. We got this car running now. What I got to do is charge the hump pack up and get that charged up, and then pretty much she'll be ready to go. What I'm waiting on is I'm waiting for all this snow outside to melt to start running these. But if worst case, I could take them somewhere where there's no snow and run them, make some videos. Maybe I might make some running videos. If I don't make any tomorrow, I'll make some during the weekend. But I might make some tomorrow, so that'll be pretty nice. Hopefully I get some views on this video. On the next video, we're going to be going through this one, the Truggy, and getting that running, which is way bigger than the Buggy, I'll tell you that. And there's also something else that I did to this Truggy that I'll be letting you guys in on. Just take a look at the tires and take a guess what's different about this Truggy than a regular Truggy. Got an extra set of tires there for some reason. Just take a guess. So if you guys like this video, please, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll be on the next one. We'll be firing up some more nitros. We'll be getting this going. When I get a chance to, I'm going to try to order a carb for this. This carb actually runs this engine fairly decent, but the problem is it doesn't hold the tune very well. Like, and this engine's not exactly brand new either. But yeah, the carb doesn't hold the best tune, and the same with this. The carb doesn't hold the best tune, and you can see I got my easy start thing still going on back there, which I can just push this button and crank this over, because I got my onboard startup on there still. So we'll be getting that going. Hopefully, if this snow melts, if there's no snow on the road, I will take this Tamiya out and drive it up and down the road if it gets nice. And once I get a chance to order up a carb for this, I'll be taking this out, and I might order the same carb and just try it on here, because what do I have to lose? I don't have anything to lose. If it doesn't work, I have an extra carb for this one, because they have carbs on Amazon right now, and they're $30, and they're like a Traxxas imitation carb, which this is a 2.5 or something like that, and this is a 0.27 or something like that, 0.27 motor or something like that, block with a 0.21 head on it. So I mean, worst case is I have 2 carbs for this, which I could always buy another nitro one day and use the carb on that one or something. But also, I want to take this out and run this, because this is freaking nice. I ran this a couple times already, and it's pretty fast. So the problem is, with 2 batteries in it, it's kind of like almost impossible to drive. So it's kind of, I don't know, like, I got to get used to it, I guess. But with 1 battery, it's fast, and you can go full throttle the whole time. and it does a wheelie with one battery. It does a wheelie across a whole field. With two batteries, for some reason, it doesn't like to have a happy medium where you can do a wheelie. It's either like you're over throttled and you're flipping over, or you're not giving it enough to pick up the wheels. Like, I don't know if it's because I got two big heavy batteries and they might be upsetting the center of gravity on this, because with one battery it seems like it's perfectly balanced. Seems perfectly balanced with one battery. So I gotta see what's up with that. We'll experiment with one and two batteries. I gotta invest in a speedometer tester so we can see what kind of speeds we can get out of these rigs here. Even the little Sportworks Chaos up there, the 1/16 scale. I gotta get this down and get it running again. That one runs on the original remote and receiver pack. Like it runs on AAA batteries, that one, which is pretty awesome. It's only a 1/16 scale. This is an 8 scale. That's an 8 scale. This is 10 scale. That's 10 scale. This is 1/28 scale. That's my daughter's little rechargeable Team Associated. I mess around with this once in a while. I'm decent at flying it. I wouldn't say I'm an expert because I don't have a big one to practice on. It's just a little toy one, but I'm pretty good at flying that thing. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing. Like I said, the next video, we're going to be starting this up. We'll probably go through the same procedure. We'll take the cover off. We'll clean the whole inside. We'll check the air filters. We'll check all the tires. We'll clean everything and probably oil the air filter and go through the engine and make sure the glow plug is working and make sure I didn't leave any fuel in there, which now I'll probably take this out tomorrow and run the rest of the gas out of this. And the same with the little red car, because I left a little bit of fuel in there from making the video yesterday. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoys this video, and I hope you guys subscribe and like my channel and come back so that we can make more videos, and hopefully I'll see everyone soon. And I'm trying to get the hang of making these videos and hopefully making them interesting. So next thing we're gonna do is take this out. Let's take a look at them wheels here. Very nice. This thing handles freaking awesome, so I can't wait to get that out. I hope the snow melts soon so that I can get out there and start making some videos for everyone. So I guess I'm gonna wrap this up, and everyone have a good night. And I hope you enjoy this video of cleaning and getting this ready to drive. All right, so I'll talk to everyone soon. Hit the subscribe button, like I said, and thank you for watching.